What's up, everybody? Welcome to the latest talk that I want to do with you guys. And earlier this week, I posted a quote saying, "Move out of your own way." And I just really thought that I would go a little bit further into kind of what that means and just how we, you, me, us, how we can start to move out of our own way. Like, what does that actually mean? What does it look like? And so I want to give you guys some practical ways that this might show up in your own situation. If you find that you're hitting a brick wall, feeling like an emotional brick wall, spiritual brick wall, career, financial, relational brick wall, chances are you might be getting in your own way of something moving forward in that situation. And so, number one, this is like I did like a little post on my Instagram, and this was like the number one response that I got, and it's procrastination. Now, what does this sound like? This sounds like I'll do it tomorrow. That's basically what procrastination sounds like in our head. Maybe you say it out loud, who knows? But putting off something that's important to you until tomorrow sets you up for putting it off for the next day and the next day and the next day. And so my suggestion, my solution for you is to do important things first in your day. If you find that you're waiting until 6 and 7 and 8 o'clock at night, chances are you're going to end up saying, "I'll do it tomorrow." And chances are you will be in your own way of completing what it is that you have to complete. Number two is perfectionism. Waiting until things are just perfectly lined up and then I'll do this, or when I'm the best at whatever it is that I want to do, then I'll step out on a limb and go for that thing that I want to do. And the reality is that that's never quite going to work out. Thinking that things have to be just right in order to get going is getting in your own way of doing whatever it is that you're meant to do in the here and the now. We really don't have, when we procrastinate and when we think that we have more time than we do, and we say I'll wait until we're losing what we have, which is now, and that's really all we have. And so my solution for you is to ask yourself, is that true? Do I have to wait until it's perfect to start? If the answer is no, then maybe your thought process is getting in your own way. The second thing is that possible? Is it possible for me to wait until it's exactly perfect? Chances are the answer is no. The last one is this helpful for me to think this way? Probably not. So if you're getting no on that checklist, you've got to throw that thought and that pattern out of your daily habit. Otherwise, you will always find yourself lagging behind whatever opportunity is in front of you. And so if you ever find yourself thinking, I'll do it when it's just right, or I've got to be better at this or that, go through that checklist. Is that true? Is that possible? Is this thought helpful for me? And if you get no's to all those, that means you need to go ahead and act and do the best you can. The next one is pride. Now, some people might, that word sometimes kind of has a different connotation. Some people would say that they don't have pride, but pride can take on different looks depending on the situation, depending on the person. And so yes, pride can be a very conceited person, arrogant, I can never do anything wrong, but then also pride can look like the need to control a situation. And so the implication on either sides of that is that somewhere inside of me, I think I know what's best for this situation, whether it comes out in an arrogant way and you're literally just saying I'm right, or if you have this inner need to control and make sure that things line up exactly how you want them to line up, and it comes across as if it doesn't go my way, then it's there's something wrong with it, or I can't deal with it. And so you're in a situation where you feel like things should be going a certain way and they're not, and someone else comes into that environment and they have a different perspective. Listen to them and take it in. I would go so far as to say listen to them and don't say anything back. Now, this isn't across the board for every situation, but this is for those of you who know that you get in your own way, wanting things your own way, and don't want to hear what the input of other people. Sometimes that can be problematic. And so if that's you, I suggest listening on purpose and being quiet on purpose. Sit with the perspective of someone else. Let it sink in. Don't wait 5 minutes and say something back. Don't wait 30 minutes and say something back. Listen, take it in, take it with you, and let it go. And just notice how that feels to just like hear someone else's perspective, or to hear things not go your way in a certain situation, and then how does it feel to let my plans and my schedule and my need to control go in this situation. And if you're able to make it through, chances are you'll make it through. Perhaps you'll want to then multiply that, because you'll notice that the pressure is off of you and that the perspective shifts in your own head are changing. And so that's my suggestion for dealing with pride. There's a lot of other suggestions for that, but that's a good starting place. The last one I want to mention is bitterness and resentment. Now, have you ever been traveling, whether by car or by plane, and you or someone else packs too much stuff? Okay, you're in this small compact car, and your friend packs two big luggage bags, this purse that's got everything else in it, and then I have my makeup bag and my shoe bag and all this other kind of stuff. Or have you ever been on a plane where somebody's got their carry-on, and then they got a big purse, and then they got a book bag, and then they got something in their hand, and they're just taking too much stuff with them. Now, imagine that you changed all of those bags to bitterness and resentment over things that have happened years ago, weeks ago, months ago, and imagine that you're carrying those things with you in your day-to-day life. Now, no, you can't see that luggage, but visually in your head, you can imagine what it looks like when we don't let go of bitterness and resentment in our own lives. We carry it with us, and where we're going is only meant for us in the here and now. So if I bring the Kristen from 20 years ago and all those issues with me, and the Kristen from 10 years ago and all those issues, and then that resentment from that person, and how I was hurt in this situation, and how I was mistreated in that situation with me, I can't fit. I cannot fit where I'm meant to go, because where I'm meant to go is only taking me with it, not me and everything else that I'm carrying with me. And so if you find that you have a lot of bitterness and resentment on your job, in your family, especially with the holidays coming up, with your friends, in your spiritual walk, if you're finding that you have this bitterness and resentment coming up, rest assured that that is probably getting in the way of progress and perspective shift and connection. Perhaps is probably getting in the way of all those things, because we can't fit everything into the space that we're headed into.